Greetings and salutations, everyone. I am, as always, Darth Devious. Bring you another video review, this time from the Thrilling 30. It's Jhiaxus, the Decepticon, who was originally the main bad guy in Generation 2 comics. Jhiaxus. And, you know, how he got his name. It's an interesting story. I actually read this somewhere. When the Marvel guys were making the G2 comics, they were getting a lot of flack from the executives as to the direction they were going. And they hadn't really named their main villain yet, but they had him designed and things like that. And some of the writers were like, well, you don't like our work, then gee, just axe us, as in fire us. And somebody picked up on that, and so that's how he got his name, Jhiaxus. It's a play on Marvel wanting to fire the writers of Generation 2. So there you go. Probably know somebody was like, no, it's pronounced Jhiaxus. No, it's pronounced Jhiaxus because that's how he was named. I'm sorry. That's the story behind it, so that's what I'm sticking with. You see his playing mode there, and he is a heavy retool, remold of the Armada Starscream we got recently. You see on the back here, you can read his bio. And you see his jet mode and his robot mode and his tech specs and all that good stuff, and we'll get that out of here. And here's his comic with nice artwork on it. And he actually is in it. Though he's not designed the same way as the toy. But there's Jhiaxus right there. You know, some really cool stuff here. And the artwork, some of the artwork was done by my friend Livio. And I could tell, like, his stuff is like the Dead Universe stuff. That's Livio's artwork here. He does some good work, especially with this Dead Universe stuff. It really gives it that creepy feel. It's just really cool. Alright, enough of that. Bring in the figure. That's what you want to see. And here he is. And he's this nice day-glow orange color, you could say. He has much bigger wings than Starscream. Still has visible head syndrome here, but you know, that's just design of the mold itself, the base mold. He's got nice guns underneath his wings that come off. And what's cool about the guns is there's actually tracks molded into the wings that these parts of the guns slide into, so you can always make sure they're pointing the way they're supposed to. I will say, because of his design, there's a stress mark forming on his landing gear. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but right about there, there's a stress mark there. It's because of how he transforms. It's a step that I'm a little leery about every time I take it. So, and these are just clear, whereas on Starscream they were clear yellow. These are just clear. They still have the missiles inside. They still fire the same way. Friction missiles, and they fire really well. I will give them that. And that one does not want to go back in. Ugh. Come on. Wow. You gotta use a lot of force on that. I don't know why it doesn't want to go in. Oh, there we go. Alright. My fault. Didn't have it cocked right. Alright. The gun fell off. No big deal. Just peg it back in. And he's pretty cool. Shorter nose cone than Starscream. We'll bring in Starscream real quick so you can see. Starscream's a little bit longer, but his wings are a lot smaller and thinner. Underside, the legs are pretty much identical, just different colors. So yeah, I'm going to put him in robot mode, and we'll get a better look at him. I'll be right back. Okay, and here's Jhiaxus in his robot mode, and it's pretty cool, you know. It's got enough different to differentiate it from Starscream, and I like that. With the bigger wings on his knees, and, you know, the whole different chest. Now, I will say, like I said, in transformation, you see how the nose cone has to fold up into here? Well, getting it to fold at that angle can be a pain, and that's where the stress mark is forming on the landing gear. And it doesn't, you know, I would like it to go a little bit closer to here to just, but it's not going anywhere. It's not like it's floppy or anything, but it's just, it would be nice if it had pegged in a little bit more. And you can do just like on Starscream, you can bring the missiles up onto his shoulders and then get all that kibble hanging off. I like having the backpack like this. It frees up the head. His articulation's identical to Starscream. The head is on a ball joint, and that's swivel from transformation. Shoulders, you got the mushroom peg there. You got the elbow. His joints are very tight. Nothing at the wrist, nothing at the waist. Ball joint at his hips, the mushroom peg at the thigh. Almost a double knee because of transformation. And then you can move his feet forward and back if you need to, which can come in handy if you want to do some manic poses. And he holds his guns nicely. One thing they did do, which is sad, is they nerfed the light piping. It's just solid orange behind his head. I don't know why they did that. Well, look at his head. He's got a really cool head sculpt. Come on. There we go. Focus. It'd still be a little... There we go. That's a little better. But you see there, he's got that really cool... He's even got, like, little fangs. It's really hard to see, but he's got little fangs molded into his teeth. So that's really nice. It's a nice little touch on such a small head sculpt. You know. But I like him. I like him a lot. Do I like him more than Starscream? I think I like him equally, because I'm a fan of Starscream, so naturally I'm going to like Starscream, but I like the mold, so this is actually pretty good. Now here he is with Starscream. And you can see they're the same height. Obviously, naturally. Starscream has a different silhouette because he's got the whole nose cone of the jet here, which is accurate to the character. So, there you go. I recommend him. If you see him in stores, get him. The wave should be hitting now. Jhiaxus. Get him. He's a really cool, massive retool of Starscream. I mean, it's almost a wholly new mold. Alright, so there you go. You all be good, or I'm going to send this guy after you. He's a bit crazy. Later.